Hello and welcome to this Ruben Cohen Kids presentation again, and with an extra special hello to all the little heroes there watching back at home. G'day everybody. Okay, so I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in to activity 1, which was my cape. I saw some great capes get made that got sent to me with pictures and stuff like that. It was really awesome to see. So I hope you all had fun at home doing that. And we also want to say congratulations to Gypsy from Knox Central Primary, who won the competition for most interesting cape. She actually sent me through a video along with a description of her cape, which was awesome. So for her winning that, she got a signed copy of my book Hero Born, along with a make your own mask kit and an official Hero Born cape. So that was awesome. Okay, now let's get on to activity 2. Right, so activity 2 is called Coloured In. Now, what we'll be doing is colouring in a rainbow, but this has got a bit of a twist to it. We are only going to do one colour each day. And the reason why we're doing one colour each day is because each colour has an emotion attached to it, and we're going to write fill in two things in the rainbow that make us feel or experience that emotion. So, and at the end we get to see the little smile there. We'll put our name in it, and this rainbow will be ours. And the reason why we're doing this activity is because we want to understand ourselves a bit better, and we want to understand that showing our whole selves is like shining like a rainbow and bringing all our true colours out. So we will get that done over a week, one colour a day, and I feel like this might be a little bit of a good activity for the adults or the big heroes at home to do. So don't be shy, you big heroes. You can do this one along with the kids as well and the little heroes. All right, so what we're going to need for this activity is our rainbow, and this rainbow here will be available to download on my website. And that will be in the description below, so you just follow those links. So you just got to print that off. If you can't or don't have a printer at home, you can always go and get click and collect from Officeworks, or if you like, borrow someone's printer, or maybe you might like to just draw one yourself. That could be a bit of extra fun. It's always pretty fun drawing stuff, isn't it? And then getting to colour it in. So we just need our rainbow. And also, I want to mention, my good friend Rosie Carter provided us with this rainbow. Now, she's a friend of mine who's an artist, and she is absolutely awesome and a lovely person. And as soon as I asked her if she wanted to do something for you kids at home and little heroes, she jumped at the opportunity. So let's give Rosie a round of applause too and thank her. That was awesome. Thanks, Rosie. So we need our rainbow. We need our colours: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So there are 7 colours of the rainbow, because a rainbow has 7 colours. And after that, we just need a black marker, which we will use to fill in the rainbow with what brings on those emotions. And then we'll just need some Blue-tack to stick it up on our bedroom doors. So that's all we need for this one. Now I'll just grab a rainbow. I'll grab a coloured in one, and we'll just quickly go through those colours again. So we have red on the outside, which we can see, and then we have orange, and then we have yellow, then we have green, then we have blue, indigo, and violet. Okay, so I'll just talk about these emotions that go with it as well now. So we have red, which is angry. Now when we're angry, we might want to yell out. Sometimes we might want to yell out, or and it's usually because we're annoyed or we're frustrated, that feeling, or we're irritated as well. It could be that. So angry, you might also do some things or say some things that you don't really mean when you're angry. So that's angry. Then we have orange, which is anxious. Now, When we're anxious, it's pretty interesting. That's sort of that feeling, you know, when you get the butterflies in your tummy and you don't know what's going on. That's sort of when you feel that's anxious, the feeling of being anxious. So it's interesting being anxious because it could be brought on for two different reasons, or you could have two different reactions. It could be an exciting or for excitement because you're about to play a final for some sport or something like that. Maybe you're about to do a presentation to some kids at home as well. That could make you pretty excited. Or it could also bring on some a worried kind of a feeling in your belly because you're overthinking something or something like that. So that's anxious. Then we have loving, which is yellow. And when the loving is kind of when you might get a bit of affection with some family or friends, like a hug or a kiss. You might shake a mate's hand or a friend's hand at school or out having a play or something like that. So that's loving, or someone might do something for you, or you might do something nice for them. That can bring on that loving kind of a feeling. Okay, so then we have green, which is joyful. So joyful is basically, when we're smiling, when we're laughing, or when we're happy. So that's joyful. Joyful, you could see someone you haven't seen for a long time. That could make you pretty happy, or you're having a joke around. So when you're happy, that's when you're joyful. So next we have blue, which is sad. Now that's the opposite to being joyful, isn't it? So when we're joyful, if we're smiling and laughing, then when we're blue and sad, then maybe we might not want to smile or laugh as much. So we might be frowning, or we might feel like we want to cry because we're upset or we're sad or something like that. So just a quick one, a good little thing that if I ever feel sad, what I can do is I might do something that makes me feel happy. It's as if I don't want to feel sad anymore. That's something that's worked for me in the past. So you can maybe try that at home, kids, and see how that works for you. All right, then we have indigo, which is fearful. So that's that feeling when you're frightened or you're scared of something, and it might make you feel like you want to avoid or hide away from something. So that's that feeling of fearful. And a good way to get over being fearful is to face your fears, to try to overcome them. So that's fearful. Then we have violet, which is calm. When you're just sort of sitting around like that and just feel, rested, or you feel at peace, and you feel, you just feel calm like that. So that, being calm, might be brought on because maybe you feel safe with the people you are with, or the place that you're at. Maybe you're well rested, or you're not in a rush too. So that's calm. So now I'm going to go to one of my blank ones here that I've got here, and I'm just going to quickly show you on day one what I would do is, and if I start on day one in 7 days, if I start on red, which is where we start, colouring in there for angry, and if I started on red on day one, then in 7 days time I'm going to finish off with violet, which is calm. So that's the idea of it. Now when you're colouring in here your red, this is maybe when you might think about what makes you angry. So you're having a bit of time yourself, doing some colouring in, what might make me angry. And the best way to do this, everybody, is to be honest with yourselves, because that's when you're going to get the most out of it. And for all the parents or teachers or adult helpers there at home or at school or wherever you're doing this activity, just help the kids with, if they're describing maybe what brings on this feeling, you might be able to help them and say, yeah, that's that emotion. So just give them a hand. Now, I've finished my red. There we go. I'll just grab my black texta that I've got. So I decided as I was sort of just colouring in there, and I sort of know this pretty well anyway, I decided I'm going to put in rudeness. That makes me angry. So not not being polite, not using your manners. I don't think it's not necessary. You don't get much out of it, and you can get more done just by being polite and using your manners. So rudeness will make me a bit angry. And the other one is, I'm going to put in here, is bullying. So picking on people for no reason can make me pretty angry, because you treat people how you want to be treated, don't you? You don't single people out and be mean to them for no reason. So bullying can make me pretty angry, and if someone's getting bullied, I'll stick up for them and I'll tell the bully off, because it's not good to bully people. So we have got our red done, and that would be day one. Okay, so day one is done, and then we'd follow through all the colours till we're finished. Okay, and that's how we do the activity. So just to show you a finished one that I actually did over my week, if I've got here, so I thought I'd bring it in to show you all. Now, my rainbow here that I've got is, I have red, I coloured in, and I did dishonesty and selfishness. So dishonesty, I get angry when people don't tell the truth. It annoys me. And selfishness, when people aren't sharing, it also gets on my nerves as well and makes me a bit cross. So for angry and red, I did dishonesty and selfishness. Okay, so for anxious, I did being late. I can get a bit of a worried feeling in my belly when I'm running late or something like that. And the other one, the exciting kind of a feeling that I get when I'm anxious is maybe I wrote preparing for holidays. So maybe if you're in the car on the way to go on a holiday, on a trip away or something like that, or you're at the airport, you're kind of pretty excited about the holiday that you're going to. So that was my other feeling for anxious. Okay, then yellow, loving. I've got family and friends. They always make me feel pretty loving. And I've got affection, so a kiss or a hug, or when I shake hands with someone or something like that, that makes me feel pretty loving too. And next we have joyful, the happy one. So joyful, I put music, because I absolutely love my music. So I reckon there's a lot of people out there who love music too. It's pretty fun and it makes you pretty happy. So music I put in for joyful. And achievement. So when I get something done that I set out to do and I achieve it, I'm always pretty happy and stoked that I got it done. So I put achievement in there. All right. And I thought I'd slip in another one there, because I couldn't help myself. I put joking around as well. I love having a good laugh. It's pretty funny when you're having some fun with your friends, isn't it? So next, after joyful and green, we have blue, which is sad. So what makes me feel sad, I put being left out. I suppose I like to be involved, and I don't like to be the only one not doing things. So being left out can make me feel sad. And also being teased. If someone was picking on me, it might make me feel sad, because I don't know why they'd be doing it. That's not a very nice thing to do. So being teased might make me feel sad and a bit down in the dumps, like that. But, and also put in another one for sad, I put in loneliness. So if I'm not around people and stuff like that, I like to be around people and hanging out and stuff. So that might also make me feel sad. Now, for the next one, Indigo, which was fearful, I did loss. So I might feel like I might fear losing something, like maybe losing a game of sports. When I used to play sports, I'd kind of bring on some fear because I'd want to win. Or maybe something like I might feel someone's going to move away or something like that. I'm not going to see someone anymore. Sometimes I can feel like, I don't want to not be able to see them anymore because they're a good friend of mine, or that's my uncle or auntie or my mum or my dad, and so. Loss is one, and rejection. So, if I did something and went to great lengths or efforts to try and do something and then someone didn't like it, maybe I might fear that as well. So that's indigo and fearful. And last but not least, we have calm or violet. So for calm and violet, I did fitness. It calms me down, feeling healthy, makes me feel pretty good. And the sunshine, who doesn't like the sunshine? it makes us all feel pretty relaxed, doesn't it? And coming into spring now, it's a pretty good time to feel relaxed with that sun coming out. So that's the end of the rainbow. And I also put my name on it there because I'm going to blue tack that to my door. And just something that I came across doing this rainbow is you might find that some colours are harder to do than others, but that's all right. That's completely fine. It doesn't matter. It just means that maybe you should pay a little bit more attention to those emotions because you can only shine like a rainbow when you have all your true colours. Okay? So, having done that activity, after this I'm going to go and put it on my door because I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty proud about that. So, having done this activity, that's all done and dusted. Alright? Pretty fun, isn't it? Now, I'll just say that after, in the description below, you'll find the download link as well as all the steps to go through to do this activity to get it done. Download links to the rainbow, to Rosie Carter and her pages, and I encourage you to have a look there. And also anyone who wants to leave any comments or ideas or anything like that, I feel free to. I love and I encourage people to give me feedback. It's awesome. Okay. And if you're going to send any pictures through on or post any pictures on stories or on in your posts, just tag Ruben Cullen Kids so I can have a look at them because I want to see as many rainbows as I can. Okay, so now it's time for me to go and blue tack this up on my door because I'm super proud. So all you kids, go and have some fun and let's see all your true colours. See you all later.